Good morning, children. In this video, we will be studying about the first chapter of class 6th geography subject, and the name of the chapter is globes and maps. Okay, so let us start on with the globes and maps. See, children, first of all, after reading the chapters, let us know that what will be our learning targets. Okay, our learning targets, it means after going through the chapter, after reading the chapter, which are the things that we should know. So, first of all, after reading the chapter, you should be able to define the maps. Okay, you should be able to define the maps and list its element. Secondly, you should be able to distinguish between maps, sketch, plan and globe. Okay, then you should be able to identify and interpret. Interpret means explain maps on the basis of scale. On the basis of scale, maps, they are divided into two. They are the large scale maps and the small scale maps. Other than this, you should be able to know the meaning and the uses of scale on a map. Then you should also be able to identify the different symbols that are used on the map. And you should also be able to identify and use directions and the 8 cardinal points on a map. So all these things you should be able to know. So children, let us now read the chapter Globes and Maps. I think so regarding the globes and the map, all of you have already studied about the maps and the globes in 5th standard also. I think so in 4th also a short introduction of the maps and the globes is there. So it is not a new thing. Geography, children, it is the study of the landforms. As you are studying geography for the first time, geography means to study the physical features of the earth or the landform. It is the study of the landform. And in studying the landforms or studying about the surface of the earth, globes and maps, they are very, very important. So in this lesson, we will be learning about the globes and the maps. Okay. Now, see children, here in the first para, they are explaining about the importance of maps. They are saying maps are as fundamental for society as language and traditions. Okay, as in a society, the language and the traditions, they are an important part of society. In the same way, maps, they are also very, very important. Okay. Now children, maps, they record and represent the locations and other spatial information about society and earth. So map, they are very, very important because they tell us about the society also and the surface of the earth. Now children, as we know that the earth, it is very, very big. It is impossible to see the entire earth at one time. Okay, and so in order to study about the surface of the earth, we have made a small model of the earth. Okay, and this small model is known as a globe. Okay, it is known as a globe. So children, different parts of the earth, it can be studied with the help of the diagrams. We can even study about the surface of the earth with the help of pictures, sketches and map. Now let us see what is the meaning of sketch. Okay, sketch means it is a rough drawing of an area. Okay, sketch is a rough drawing of an area. Now let us now study the different tools and how these tools are helpful in the study of globes and maps or the surface of the earth. Now children, on the globe as well as on the map, the surface of earth is only shown. Okay. So, first of all, let us start on with the globe. What is a globe? Children, have you ever seen a globe? Of course, you might have seen a globe in your school. Now, on the same page, you can see the picture of a globe. Okay, so globe usually you can see in the principal's office also, and even with your geography teacher. Okay, so I think so in 5th standard your teacher might have shown you the model of the earth, which is known as a globe. Okay, so in short, let us see what is the meaning of globe. A globe, it is a model of the earth. Okay, it is the only true model to represent the earth in its original shape. Children, as we know that the earth is round in shape, so the model is also spherical or round in shape. If you have a look at the globe, you will see that it is mounted on a stand. Okay, and it rotates on a thin spoke which is inserted through the globe, and it represents the earth's axis. So we can use a globe in order to learn about the movement of the earth, that is the rotation and the revolution. And even the globe, it is used in order to learn many other things other than the rotation of the earth. Now children, let us understand the advantages and the disadvantages of using a globe. Now let us see what are the advantages. The globe, it is considered to be the best representation of the earth. So let us see what are the advantages and why it is known as the best representation of the earth. The first advantage is that it gives the most accurate shape of the earth. Secondly, a globe, it has an advantage because it provides a three-dimensional view of the earth. Okay, then let us move on to the next advantage. Here, children, you can see that a globe, it is a mini replica of earth. It means it is a small replacement of the earth or a small model of the earth. And that is the reason it gives a realistic view of all physical features. Children, a globe shows the directions and the distances without distortion. Now children, what is the meaning of distortion? It means disturbance. So it shows the direction and the distances without any disturbance. Now children, we have learned about the advantages of a globe. So we learn that it is very important. It is very important Yes, children. So now we have understood what are the advantages of a globe. In the same way, now children, globe is also having certain disadvantages. Now let us see what are the disadvantages. It is difficult to carry around, okay? As you know that it is a model of the earth and it is big. So in order to take from one place to another, it is difficult. It's not, since it is big, so it's not easy to carry from one place to another. Second disadvantage is only a part of the earth is visible at a time. Okay, if we want to see the other part, we have to rotate the globe. It is unable to provide detailed information on a large scale because the space available on the globe is less. Okay, it is having limited space. Other than this, a globe also gives a false impression of the relative curvature of the earth, as in reality the radius of the earth is much more than the radius of the globe. Now let us study about the geographic fact. Children, the earliest terrestrial globe. It was made in the year 1492 by a person whose name was Martin Behaim. Okay, and he lived from 1459 to 1537, and he made this with the help of one of the painter whose name was George Glockendorf. Okay, so Behaim, he was a German map maker, a navigator, and a merchant. Now, children, Behaim, he was working in Nuremberg, which is in Germany. So he named the globe after the place where he worked, and in this way, the globe, it was known as Nuremberg Terrestrial Globe. Okay, it is now known as the Ardapfel. Okay, so it is a brief geographic fact.